Hey y'all, we need to have a talk about the P word. Scratch babble. All right, I'm going to make this as brief as possible. I've been agonizing over this video for months, talking to the delusionals about it. Even said I was going to run this by them first, but I've had so many starts and stops because I'm overthinking it that I decided, no, I'm just going to knock it out and do it. So this is all I ask. Just hang with me to the end before you bail, okay? Just listen to the whole thing, and I'll get as close to 3 or 4 minutes as is humanly possible. In a nutshell, I got into radio late. I got into radio in my early 30s. I'm 63 now. And over that time, not on a big market scale, but on a smaller market scale, I've become pretty successful. This was my third job where I am, not this company, but this town in Fort Walton Beach. And I started out doing a morning show, and then I became a program director, and then I became an operations manager for 5 stations. Then they were bought out by a big company, and that was the beginning of radio changing, and I stayed with them for a while till I couldn't protect the product or the people any longer. And I tried to go across town and build something similar. The challenges of corporate radio just got more challenging, and then you kick a recession in there, and the next thing you know, time passes, and here I am, 63 years old. Still have a very successful morning show and radio station. I enjoyed that time, but there's so much more that I can't control in our industry. It's changed quite a bit. And I need to start thinking about what's next. In radio, when I started out, I didn't know squat. People commented on my voice all the time, said, you ought to try radio. And I was coming out of a divorce, and I was like grasping for straws, and I heard an ad for a radio school, and I went. Found out a great voice is gravy. It's really not what the job is. And it was hard. But I worked real hard, and one day, literally one day, I went into work, and everything just kind of lined up for me. I called it a schematic, and I saw the schematic of how to do radio. Flash forward, just a few years ago, I started a YouTube channel just to have a place to park videos. And then over the course of that, I saw some guys like Everride and others, and thought, hey, that looks like fun. And so I started doing that, and then I got bit by the bug. Not the attention bug necessarily, although obviously if I'm in radio and now I'm doing this, I probably do like attention a little bit. But I enjoy the interaction. I enjoy the community a lot. And so as things went along slowly, I started getting how this works more and more, how video making works. And I really got the bug for the whole process. Now, I don't have 100,000 subscribers like Everride does. And I don't even have 5,000 subscribers like Mason does. I believe I've got 1,750 or right in there. But I want to do this full time. And with that in mind, I'm launching a Patreon page. Do not unsubscribe because I'm launching a Patreon page. Please. Don't feel obligated. Talking to someone earlier today about why it makes people angry when they hear the word Patreon, they suggested, and I believe this, that some people would like to be able to do it, and the fact that they can't help makes them feel bad, and so they unsubscribe. Don't do that. I'm not trying to make you feel bad at all. And I'm not trying to get rich, and I'm not trying to go on exotic vacations, and I'm not. What I am trying to do, though, is maybe accelerate the process where I can become more independent and shift more of my time and energies to this YouTube channel and beyond. I actually have a plan. There are 4 phases. There are 4 parts to it. And there is more than just YouTube. And no, it's not delusions of grandeur. It's in essence, just a community that will grow over time to include some other things, as well as the core of this channel, which is motorcycling and the KLR and adventure. But I have a plan. But here's the biggest difference between radio and YouTube, and why Patreon, how I look at Patreon. In radio, when you're starting out, like I said, you don't know what you're doing, and you're learning, you're putting in all the time, and you're doing all the work, and then if you work hard and you are lucky in some cases, and you have a little bit of innate talent, it all lines up and off you go. Well, in YouTube, it's a similar process, but it's a lot longer, because in radio, I'm provided their equipment, their facility. I get a paycheck for doing it. And when things break, they get it fixed. Well, obviously I don't have as big an audience as I do in radio on YouTube, but in YouTube, people who do these videos, we provide it all ourselves. So like recently, the Hero 6 went down. I got used to the image stabilization, and if you went back and look at some of the older videos, you'll see the difference too. I can't replace that right now. It's going to be a while, and that's fine. I am truly fine if nobody contributes to Patreon. I just don't want you to unsubscribe. But if you do decide to become a patron, I want you to know my intention is to use Patreon to build the channel, to improve the product that I bring you guys, to be able to do more fun things, some contests, offer some prizes. I want to expand my swag beyond stickers. I've got ideas for that as well. There will be perks for patrons. But if you're not a patron, you're just as much a part of this channel and as much a part of this family as someone who pledges $1 a month or whatever, or not. It's very awkward, because I feel like you guys are, I mean, my family, I feel weird about going to my family about this, but I believe in it. You guys have helped me believe that I could do something with this. I enjoy it more than you know, and my days are numbered in radio for a few reasons. But I'm tired of not being in charge of my own destiny. So Patreon is ultimately an interim step to help ramp up the channel faster. The two things that it requires in any business is time and money. And when YouTube is a side venture, it's hard to do either one of those, time or money. So to get a little breathing room financially, putting it into the channel, being able to do some of the things I need to do there. If my computer went down, I'd be totally hosed. Scared the hell out of me a few weeks ago. Not that I'm going to run out and buy a new computer, don't worry. But I don't know, I could sit here and try to explain it all day, because my worst fear about all this is that you're going to say, you know what, you're a dick, and I thought you were somebody else, and I'm not going to watch you anymore. I'm not trying to be somebody else. I just have a dream, and if you think it's worthy of a little support, then I appreciate it more than you know. I won't take advantage of it, and I'll pay it forward every chance I get. That you can count on. Whether you do or don't, whether this works or not going to change the fact that I'm going to keep doing what I do. I just hope to be able to do it more often and better, and spend the bulk of my time doing this when I can. That's your God knows how many minute Thursday. Thanks for listening. Don't unsubscribe, please. Thank you.